Do you support or oppose the government proposed laws to give DWP benefit fraud investigating officers the following powers? Powers of arrest, powers to execute search warrants, and powers to seize evidence. Currently, DWP fraud officers don't have such powers, so are accompanied by police officers when carrying out DWP benefit fraud arrests or house searches and seizure of evidence. The government argue that these powers are needed for the following reasons. Firstly, that they are part of a welfare benefit crackdown which aims to ensure that financial support is going to the right people, which involves 2,000 trained specialists who will review more than 2 million universal credit claims over the next 5 years. And when it comes to benefit fraud, a DWP report that last year said that there was an estimated 6.3 billion of welfare fraud, up from 2.8 billion from the year before, and added to the 2.1 billion lost to errors, the combined loss was 8.4 billion. That's 3.9% of overall benefit spending. Secondly, if DWP fraud officers were given such powers, it would reduce the workload and reliance on an already overworked police service. And finally, in any event, such powers would align DWP fraud officers' powers with HMRC officers who already have such powers when investigating tax evasion. Those who oppose the extension of DWP fraud investigator powers may argue: 1. DWP fraud officers would continue to rely on police officers who are specially trained in arrests and searches. 2. DWP fraud officers may be placed in danger when carrying out arrests and searches as a result of a lack of training and a knowledge of the law and the use of force when it's reasonable to use and the amount of force that can be used. And 3. DWP fraud officers, unlike police officers, lack a proper oversight regime to check that such powers are being used fairly and properly. But what do you think? Do you support or oppose DWP fraud officers having powers of arrest and search? Feel free to comment, follow, like and share.